What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the shop. I finally got it back. All the junk is gone. Yes, yes, and it's clean. I had 3 projects going in here and they are gone. So I had some leftover walnut, some hard maple, and I don't really have room to store stuff. So I figured I might as well make something with it. So I'm going to make 2 different cutting boards. I mean, every carpenter, I think, at one point in time makes a cutting board. So might as well check it off the list. And I've noticed the walnut and hard maple bowling ball rack that I put on my Etsy store. Someone bought it and then canceled the order. But the other one hasn't, the $400 oak one wasn't touched. That means it's actually getting out to people. That's good. I figured the $400 one would be snapped up first, but obviously people like and want the good stuff. They just don't want to pay for it. That's fine, I'll keep it. But anyways, I ripped these ones down. Nice and thin. It's kind of cool what you can do. You can just mix and match patterns. And then this one I'll probably do something like this. So I just ripped all the boards down to about 1.25 inches. The length is whatever it is. And I'm going to try to make these cutting boards. I went with 1.25 inches so we have room to play in sand. So we get like at least a 1 inch thick. So this will be like a little over 12 inches by right around 20 inches wide. That should be good. It's gonna be the same probably with the other one. I started making it and I was like, wait, I better grab the YouTube. They might be interested in what I'm doing. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But I've never sent thin boards like this through that planer. So this should be quite interesting. But I just ripped them down. I just want to get all the blade marks out, get them perfectly flat. So when we glue these up, we get a nice tight and seamless glue joint. So that's where I'm at. Let's fire up the planer. I tried to keep all of these coming out of the plane, keep all the tops up, but there is no snipe whatsoever. I don't know, that's kind of strange. Usually on a wide board you stick it into that planer and it kicks it up and you get this snipe. Not a single one. Oh, that one's got a little bit. Maybe it's the same. Damn it! I'm gonna have to go through and check. I don't know which end it was. These are all the snipe in one end. Alright, I got all the snipe facing away from me. And I used my new little model makers. No, this is a violin maker's plane. Lie-Nielsen. Good stuff. Just if I saw any other like little blade marks, I just get them out. And now we can do our pattern. I kind of want to do it on the clamps. finally got some Bessey parallel clamps. They're expensive, but necessary. I think I'm just gonna do like 1 and 1. Something like that. So this was kind of an accident, but I'm really liking it. So I have a 1.5 inch PVC tub waist above my work table, and it is the absolute perfect place to hang all of your clamps from. You never know when you're gonna need a clamp, and they're right there. I've been really loving having these here. Oh, I need a clamp. Oh, I got one. And all kinds of clamps hang on that pretty good, except for these guys. These no working. All right. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? We'll glue one side, flip it up, one side, yeah, one side, and we'll flip it up. All right. Start flipping them up. All right. Time for the goulash. Oh shoot, I way underestimated that. Reload! See? Yeah. Goes well in soup too. Thickens it up a bit. So the saying, you can never have enough clamps, or you can never have too many clamps, is very true. It's one thing I never mind buying a few more of. And honestly, I don't see the appeal of those Bessey parallel clamps. Like, they're cool and all, and I get, they have higher sides, and these pipe clamps do just as good. And you can cut them to whatever length you need. I don't know. It's strange. I can get these super tight, but I can grab 2 pipes and pick up the whole thing, and it doesn't twist. I just tried to pick that up and it like twisted, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe for some things they are better, but not for cutting boards. Nope. Alright, so we're going to glue up this second one. Let this one marinate. Sprinkling on the marinade right now. Oh yeah, this is my secret sauce. Herbs and spices. I'll tell you what's in it, but I'd have to kill you. Unlike Moderna, I don't need to tell you what's in here. As long as it works. Kidding you two. It's a joke. You need to shut me down. Go get the vaccination. It's good for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Probably just fly under the radar anyway. Alright. Now watch, check this out, ready? I grab one piece of pipe. It's not racking the whole system. I can pick it up and let it drip on the floor. Those Bessie clamps don't have that nice stiff frame. Just an observation, folks. Just an observation. Alright. So the glue is dry in between the layers because it has the dry wood to kind of absorb into, and dries up pretty quick. And I gave it a couple hours. But see, it kind of pulls up on the top and skins over. And this one I already pulled out of the clamps, and I find it much easier not to let it go all the way off. And it's way easier to scrape off the glue when it's not like fully set. If you let it fully set and try to scrape the glue off, a lot of times it'll take the wood with it. So if you have time, and it's a lot easier on the plain blade after, if you can just get the bulk of it off, wipe it down, and then we'll let it sit again for a little while. Obviously, I'm not going to send this through the planer yet. I don't think it's that dry, but it's dry enough to hold itself together. Get the bulk of the glue off, and then we'll cut these, send them through the planer and all that fun stuff after. Alright, before we send this through the thickness planer, I need to get one side flat first, or else it won't go through correctly. But first off, I want to try to keep on top of the rust spots. These things are awesome. It's called like Sandflex. It's like a rubber eraser impregnated with sand. They have different grits. And it just erases. I have to pull the blade back for that one. It just erases the rust. See how little spots? Rust there. It's the only thing with these all iron planes. It's a never-ending battle. I might try some of that Java oil or whatever it is. Easy glide. We're off to the races. I'm going to leave these long nubs so we can get all of the snipe on this stuff that we're going to cut off anyway. But see, it's not flat. So if we send that through the planer right now, we've got a problem. Well, actually, we're looking at the wrong side anyway, but this is the top. No glue on this side. Maybe a little heavier than that. Make sure that she's flat. Yeah. It's extremely flat up to this point. This is a little low. That's okay. We have up to there is flat, so that'll get a good read. So we'll use this side down first, go through a few times. Then we'll flip it and go the other way. So I was taking this apart the other day to change the cutter blades, and I noticed this thing has like a turbocharger in it. It's an exhaust fan. It just sucks all of the dust and forces it out into whatever collection system you have. And I'm telling you, if you put the vacuum hose on this thing is 10 times quieter. When this port is open, this thing is loud. So I would get a dust bag if you don't have a vacuum, or put a vacuum on it. It's much quieter. So now I just gotta plane out, you know, the clamps leave marks in the side. So I'm going to plane and joint one side smooth, have it tear out. Going the wrong way. I get one side perfectly flat, then I'll check it to see if it's parallel, and if it's not, I'll send it down the table saw, get it parallel, plane the other side, then we can cut it to length. Almost there. We need one side flat. Alright. Nice and smooth, nice and parallel. Now I trim down the ends with the cross-cut sled. Get a nice clean square cut. Very nice. Oh yeah. It's not too bad. Alright, now these gotta sit. I put the first 3 coats on. I pretty much used this whole bottle on just 2 boards. There's like a tiny bit at the bottom. But it says to let it soak in for 24 hours. I did 3 coats yesterday. It sat all night. And now we just did another coat. I'll probably let this sit till tomorrow or till whenever I have some little rubber feet with stainless screws, especially made for cutting boards, so you can wash it and not have to worry about rust. And everything is food grade and earth friendly. It's important to be earth friendly. So these are done. I'm just gonna let them marinate, wipe off the excess, screw on the feet, and they'll be on the Etsy store very shortly. So the little rubber feet and stainless screws, I just checked. They're gonna be at my house in like an hour or 2. They're on the way. So I'm gonna go burn my logo on, because nothing leaves without the logo. It's gonna be in the back. It's very small. And I'll put the feet on strategically so you can slide it to the front of your counter, have it overhang. You can put a plate or pot and just scrape everything in. You know, I was gonna go with the juice channels, but honestly, like, everybody's like vegan and this and that and caveman eating and whatever. So not everybody needs, you know, deep juice channels because they're slicing up a piece of cow. You know what I mean? And most of the other cutting boards out there that I see online, they all have these big, deep juice channels. So I wanted to make something different. Another option for people. And plus, my Etsy store is pretty sad. It needs some more stuff. Stat. And, you know, the more I touch the boards, you know, the more expensive they become. And I get it, but at the same point, you know, I just got this job. I got like a couple weeks ago, and this guy had this trash bin thingy. The trash bins were tiny. They were like an office-sized trash can. You couldn't get them out. The back one, you couldn't get it out because the holder was up high. Couldn't get the back can out. So he said, hey, can you remake this cabinet for me so I can, you know, put bigger bins and get the bins out? I was like, yep, I can. And I saw he had Doug fir, so I got Doug fir, and I said, okay, this is what it's gonna be. This is what it's gonna cost. This is how I'm gonna make it. And he was like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No way. That's way too expensive. Dovetails, like what? I'm like, no, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you You need dovetails in the front. They put them on kitchen cabinets for a reason. It's for strength. It's not only for looks, but it's for strength. And you're dropping the drawer down to the bottom, and you have this big panel attached to it, and you're grabbing the handle at the top, so it's like a big leverage point. You don't want the thing to snap in a week. So I'm telling you, you need dovetails. I'm putting my logo on the side, and this is the price. If you don't want it, get it from someone else. Like, this is what it is. And he's like, okay, all right, yeah, let's. And I don't know if he was just unsure of me or what, but like, he's like, all right, let's go for it. Let's just see how this goes. I'm like, okay, cool. That's materials, bins, everything. Labor installed. So I did it, came back, installed it, and he was like, oh, okay. I see now. He's like, I apologize. That was worth it. Every cent. He's like, dude, like, and he actually called me back and thanked me again. He was like, dude, you have no idea how much you have made our day-to-day better. And then all of a sudden, all of his neighbors started calling me. Hey! Because they all have the same exact kitchen with the same exact problem. Can you make me one of those? Yes, I can. So if it's too expensive, go get something cheaper. That's all I'm saying. No skin off my back. I gotta get what I gotta get for him. I'm gonna throw him on there for $100. The walnut and maple, like, this stuff is crazy right now. And by the time shipping and Etsy and all of that stuff, I might make $30 per cutting board. It's really not like, I don't want to argue with people and heckle over $30. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. So it's either, okay. Everyone's so cheap. Freaking IKEA, man, they destroyed us. They're really hurting us. But anyways, I just wanted to like try and try to make a cutting board, see how it is. It looked fun. I had a little wood laying around, so I figured why not? If I have the wood laying around, I have to store it, and it's in the way, and it might get ruined, so might as well make something. So the cutting boards are all food grade and sustainable products. Everything is top notch. But if you're looking for a cutting board, go over to my Etsy store, Evans Woodworks with an X. You can check it out. And I actually have 2 bowling racks over there, and this was kind of shocking. This was a shocker. I have an expensive one, $1,200 9-ball bowling rack, wedged mortise and tenon, dovetails, a lot of walnut, maple, LED lights. I went nuts. Adjustable feet. I mean, I went nuts on this. And I put it up for 15 originally, and then I dialed it back a little bit. I went down to 1,200 bucks. But I thought the $400 one, just red oak, nails and glue, I figured that one would be the first one out the door. Someone actually bought the expensive one first, but then canceled the order because their wife was like, "Don't you? What'd I tell you? Cancel that order right now. Right now! Or you're sleeping on the couch for a month." Okay. Delete. So obviously, people are starting to see them. I noticed that the view count has been going up, so this is good. This is good. It means people are starting to see them, and I'm starting to see that there are some people out there that do appreciate good stuff. Like nice carpentry and like just good stuff. They're still out there. Not everyone has gone to the IKEA side. Not everyone. There still might be a few left. Dying breed. But anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. See you in the next one.